Very good morning, guys. My name is Shivraj Singh Devupa, and I am a web developer. I have around 10 years of experience. I started with the mean stack development, that is MongoDB Express, Node, and Angular. And like as per the project's requirement, there was an opportunity for becoming a specialist. So I worked as an Angular specialist. So I was working like 4 to 5 years in Angular domain in international projects and especially of US region. And then I got an opportunity from past couple of years. I'm working as a React developer. So previously I worked as senior Angular developer and then now as a senior React developer. So as we know, both are very popular JavaScript frameworks. So one has to very good in JavaScript in order to work with these two frameworks and to excel upon these frameworks. So as per my experience, my 10 year of experience, I decided to teach to let's understand the concept of JavaScript first. So I have started this series. This series is named as Gen Z JavaScript. So we will be understanding the core concept and the important topics of JavaScript, and from there we will take up. Once we finish with the JavaScript, we will take up Angular and then React also, because I have expertise in these fields. So stay tuned, guys, and also please subscribe and share. So we will be starting with Gen Z JavaScript series, so where we will take up JavaScript first, and this will also help you in if you're experienced developer, it will help you in uh, improving your skills, improving your concept, which will help you in writing better and efficient code. And also, it will help you to revise your concept to make you interview ready, right? So, this is my goal. And so, yeah, I always think that no one is having all the knowledge. Like we as a coder, as a developer, we always keep on learning and improving ourselves. So while I will be teaching this, I will be uh, teaching, or I will be instructing you all these things, but I also want your feedback. Please comment on my videos so that we all can learn and grow in this field, right? So yeah, let's start. So let's start again. One very crucial topic, that is promise. So earlier also I covered it, so you can check that video if required. Else you can proceed with this video also, because here also we will be starting from scratch. So as we know, promise is a very important and very useful topic which we use in everyday day-to-day cases in our coding. So let's start from line number 2. This notes I will share in the description of YouTube video. So for now, we can think from line number 4. We can go with this definition. Think of a promise like in restaurant order. Like if you go to restaurant and you order something, so you place an order, right? So you think it as a start of your async function, like your function is called, correct? The ticket the ticket promise says pending while the kitchen works. The initial state is pending, that we already know. So if you don't know, let me tell you, there is three states: pending, resolved, and rejected. Pending means I have just ordered and the like we have called API. So if API takes suppose 5 seconds, that 5 seconds is the pending state. And after that, if it fails or if it is passed and brings some results, so that will be considered as resolved state. If it is passed, if it is failed, then rejected. And how to handle it? With dot then and dot catch, right? Dot catch will take the rejected one, and dot then will proceed with the resolved one. So this is the general overview. Let's go through the examples now. So yes, line number 17, we have the promise state lifecycle, that is pending is initial state, not finished yet, fulfilled it, finished successfully, and rejected is failed, right? So let's let's see how can we create promise. We can simply create a promise by calling this new promise, and inside this we can pass a resolve and reject. So, and just to simulate the API, we can pass a timeout and simulate it, like after 1 second it is returning us what it will return. So math.random function we have used So it can randomly create some number, so it can either resolve or either reject. If it is resolved, then what will happen? Resolve value, fulfill the promise, right? And rejected is reject the promise. How to consume it now? That we already know, right? What is P? P is this. So P is the variable which is of promise type, which contains the promise. So P dot then means if it is resolved, it will come inside this. If it is failed, it will come inside catch. So that's how you can use it. Also, what it is saying, register and returns a promise. Yeah. So this you can go through these all notes. So one important thing is promise chaining. So you should also know you can chain this promise. Suppose you have a promise in line number 55, so which is resolved. You can use dot then, and see promise is one, right? In line number 55 we have one promise, and in line number 56 x plus 1 returns 2. So likewise, it will return, then in this line it will return the previous order. So here we are using arrow function, and arrow function by default like this if we are using with simple x plus 1, no curly braces, so it is automatically returning it, right? If you're writing some other functions, greater line of, more than one line of statement, there you can write return statement also, so that is very clear to say it will be returning it. So here then we'll return something. So to this will this then will have the 2 from here. So then again it will return, and then this then will have. So it is kind of promise chaining we are doing, and finally we are logging up the results. So each then creates a new promise, and that is resolved to the return value or adopts return promise. So this is how it is written. One more important thing, promise is considered as a micro task. Whether and set timeout and set interval, these all will be categorized as macro task, macro, and this is micro. So micro micro will be having higher precedence over macro macro. So always promises this API fetch, this always will be having higher precedence. So as soon as your synchronous code is finished executing, it will take up this micro task. And once this micro task is finished, it will take up macro task, macro. All this set timeout and all these events, browser, this will be taken later on, right? So this precedence you should know. So this is all covered in these notes. You can go through these notes, guys. And you also know why we had these promises. See, we have previously we used to do all these things with the help of callbacks. We are writing some function, we are passing one function as a we are passing one function inside, we are calling one function, and then we are passing again function inside it, right? And then whenever that original function that we have called is completed, it will call the callback function which we have passed to it, and then something will happen. If there is more like more callback function that we are calling, then it becomes a callback hell. It is very difficult to read that code, to debug that code. So that's where promises jump in. So promises is fairly very neat and clean way of doing things. We only have dot then, and if any failure is there, dot catch. And also we nowadays see async and await. That is just a synthetic sugar over promises. So like this is that is more readable form, async and await. So you can use that also. For that also I've created a video that also you can watch. So yeah, so I think we have completed the promises part. And to handle the callback hell, we use these promises. And yeah, so these are promise utilities. For this also I've created dedicated video, but let's quickly revise here. So if you want to call all the promises parallelly, right, the faster process, then you can use Promises.all. It will run task in parallel. And second one is here, if you know some promises are taking time, some APIs are taking time, we are calling multiple APIs like here. So you can use race. So what race will do, it will return you the result, right? Whether it is rejected or whether it does not care, it is rejected or it is resolved. It will return you the API response which is executed in a very less time. That is, see, if suppose there are multiple APIs, 3 4 APIs, so if they are racing, right, if we have a race, so one will come first, right? So whichever comes first, it will give us that result, or that may be pass or fail. That means resolved or rejected, so it does not care. And then we have all settled. All settled means this number all settled we will use where we need all the result, whether it is pass or whether it is fail. Like we have called 4 APIs, we need result of 4 APIs. We will show it like there is some dashboard, some independent sections are there, so we'll show it, okay, this is failed, this is passed, this is passed. So wherever passed we'll show data, wherever failed we can show some error. So there we can use all settled. These are all predefined functionalities that is available with promises. You can say promises utilities. And finally we can use this any. So what any will do, get first successful response. So it is very similar to race. In race also it is bringing the very first response, but it does not care whether it is pass or fail. But with any it cares, it will return you the resolved request. So any means the first response which is passed. If nothing passes, suppose there are 4 API, we have called them 4 by 4 fields, that will return an aggregate error, list of errors, right? So yeah, so these are all very important promise utilities that we have discussed previous also, and today again we revised it. So I think we are good. Async and await, you can refer to my older video. So in async and await, it's a very simple approach. We simply write async before any function that we have to create async, and inside it we can use try and catch. Inside try we will execute all the data that we want, and inside catch we'll simply hold that error, and then we can do whatever we want with that error. Also remember, inside try we can use await. So await is only used inside any async function. So if we define any function async by writing async to it, then inside it we can use await also. And also remember, async function always returns a promise, right? And what await will do, await will pause over here. It will not allow any line after it to run inside this function, right? So whenever this await fetch this brings result, after this the lines will execute. So this we have a quick revision today. You can also visit my dedicated videos for promises and async await. So thank you guys. If you are loving this series name is Gen Z JavaScript. So we are covering JavaScript related concept, and also Angular and React JS, which will be coming very soon. If you are loving this series, please share and subscribe, and do like, and do let me know in which topics you need videos. Let it be any logic. We will if you are having some trouble in any of the logic, understanding any of the parts in JavaScript, just let me know, comment it down. We will quickly make a video out of it and try to explain it in a very simple manner. So thank you guys, take care.